Hello everyone and welcome back to Domingero Vlog. Today we're going to be reviewing one of my craziest products ever. You actually don't know because I haven't introduced my Bentley. So basically, a few weeks ago, I decided to buy one of my dream cars. I don't know why I always like Bentleys because maybe it looks so luxurious. It looks like a limousine. But you know that I like crazy things, crazy price. So obviously, I had to convert it into off-road, same as I did on my Porsche Cayenne. However, looking on the internet, I found out that Car Vault. We are here in one of the best showrooms in Dubai. They are selling the only one in Dubai. Actually, I think there's only 3 in the world. One was made Top Gear. In the USA, there's another Russian one. But obviously, we need someone to explain us a little bit more about these crazy cars. So please, Mr. Brandon.
Domingero, how are you?
I'm good.
Welcome to the Car Vault again, because you're always here looking at crazy cars, right?
Obviously, I couldn't miss this.
What is this? And in Dubai as well. You don't see many of these, do you?
I think it's the only one, probably, yeah.
Jeremy Clarkson has one. This Russian guy had one. And then obviously this one here, so tuned for 700 horsepower, has been completely redesigned.
700 horsepower.
2008 car, that's been completely restricted.
But it doesn't look 2008. That's what I like.
It's been reupholstered inside. It's got like the British racing green, the Hermes orange, whatever you want to call it.
I love the carbon fiber, like this is forged, right?
The forged, exactly. The forged carbon looks better. I mean, you look at some of the Lamborghinis, the Performance, and things like that, having this forged carbon, and then obviously the skirting down the side, and it just looks crazy. It really does look crazy.
I love this concept because I was building mine and I didn't know. Well, I knew there was one in the country, but I didn't know it was for sale. By the way, it's selling for almost $400,000 with my commission. I'm just joking. So just make sure you contact him. The description.
If you want a car, this is the place to go.
There you go.
But I want to explain a couple of things about this. This is 700 horsepower W12, of course, Bentley do that, right? With a W12.
That's what I like of this car. It has a huge motor.
And I's got a nice system as well. So we have to check that out later because it sounds pretty epic. And it's W12, so it's going to sound even better. But look inside. I have to show you this.
Wow, look at this interior. Wow, this is just something out of this world, something. I found out that in Dubai, they love this orange interior. But I haven't seen the combination with the green.
Neither have I until I saw this car. And again, it was a custom interior. It was reupholstered. It didn't look like this when it came, for sure. With the British sort of Bentley heritage, having the British racing green with the Dubai orange, if you like, because you see the colorants, they all have this orange. It really does look good. You'd say green and orange. Does that look good in a car? But something like you as well. This is what you want.
I actually like it, to be honest. I saw it once on a Urus Mansory. So we are talking about Mansory. If Mansory did this combination, it means it's a good combination. And I see some controls here.
Again, if you're in by at the end of the day, where are we? In a desert at the end of the day. So you want to take this car out on the desert, and that's what it was made for.
For sure. I'm in shock. Like everyone would think, if you think about the Bentley off-roading, you would think about the Ventega, but never on.
What that you want to just cruise around in. But obviously not here because, I don't know, everything's extra.
Everything is too much extra, to be honest. But we have here the light bar. I would like to see this thing on the desert. We will see it on my car as well, but for sure I'm down. This car is for sale, so we need to try out before I might end up buying this car as well. So we have to. Why not? Can you mind having 2 Bentleys off-road?
At least I can pay my rent at the end.
There you go. There you go. I love as well. There's a light behind as well.
Yeah, you've got the light behind. You've got the Bentley wings as well on the tire. Just a couple of, USPs. It looks cool. I mean, does it have much of a point? No, not at all. But it looks cool, right? Same with this. Having this steel bar here as well. So if you're in the desert and you're flipping over and you don't want to, but if you do end up crashing the car, at least you were safe.
You never know. You never know, I'm sure. Not everyone knows how to drive Bentley on the desert, so we need to.
Just have some lessons first.
How about this? This is like for to put your storage.
Let me just show you inside the storage.
All right.
Does it do much? Not really. You can't really get too much in there. But it looks cool again.
I know. What would you
Okay,
put inside
not
there?
bad. I don't know. maybe a spare change of clothes. But then again, you got the boot, so you can do that anyway.
You never know.
It looks cool and it stands, so why not?
Why not? Okay, so I think, should we try it somewhere around? Let's see. How's the drivability? Right.
Take it for a quick little spin.
Okay.
Find a nice little sandy area.
And then let's make some drifting. Let's do it. All right, let's go for it. How do you feel it?
I feel like, you know what, considering it's an off-road car, it's very comfortable as well. But my favorite thing in all of these cars are the Bentley massage seats, which I'm going to turn on now because everybody wants a massage whilst they're driving. Right. Just a bit of extra comfort.
I just need some extra popcorn, so we're going to enjoy the show. What I like of the concept that it doesn't feel like an off-road.
No, it really doesn't. One thing I would recommend is if you were to buy this car is to get the off-road tires, because at the minute, they're just sort of standard road tires. But then why not? You can use it on the road, and then you can just chuck the off-road tires on, and then you can go out or have a nice little desert drive.
Yeah, it would give a nicer look with off-road tires.
More aggressive, more sort of beefy looking. I know the Top Gear car was called, and you might want to blur this out because I'm going to swear it was like Mother Beast.
So I'm just having some ideas for my concept, so it's stitching for mine.
How is it in the passenger seat? How do you feel?
I feel like a limousine, bro.
We should probably put a bit of power into the car. I mean, after all, it's 700 horsepower. We have to try that out.
Right. Doesn't feel like... Okay, not too bad. Not too bad.
You definitely feel that power. Definitely.
It feels good on the road? In mine. On the desert, bro. That's why it's made for...
This is what you want in. In Dubai, I feel like it's a Super Safari with 1,500 horsepower, or now a Bentley Offroad Continental GT.
Welcome to Dubai. Welcome to Dubai, Habibi.
Welcome to Dubai.
Okay, so we are going to try out. Okay, there you go, there you go. Easy peasy, wow. I didn't expect that. Okay, that was actually easy. I thought that it wouldn't go, but I believe there's 2 inches lift. How many inches lift does it have? Oh, look at that. How many inches is it lifted? I think like 2 inches. Maybe...
Yeah, at least.
There you go. Do you see? There's some competition
Power
right there.
of the V10, power of the W12.
Boom shakalaka. There you go. This is a beast. We have demonstrated that it went no problems at all. Like she was telling me, don't even think about it. You will crash. But this is the power of Bentley Offroads. What do you think about it? Amazing?
Yes. Amazing.
There you go. There you go. Can you mind having this car as a daily driver? Because I'm sure you can have it. It doesn't feel like off-road. That's what I like about this car.
You can daily drive the car, I think. I mean, we just had this little drive that...
Easy peasy.
Did you feel comfortable? I have my mask.
Super.
So I was feeling right.
Yeah, I was feeling like nothing. It doesn't feel off-road?
No.
You can easily drive it on a daily basis without a problem. Sure.
I mean, I'm just trying to compare the driving this. But it doesn't feel like anything different to just a normal car. And I think the main difference is the wheels. As soon as you throw the off-road wheels on the car, that's when you'll feel a bit more road noise. But then the off-road wheels need to be done for the off-road.
Yeah, actually, I would probably change the rims as well because it looks stock to be too standard. Exactly.
Too standard on a non-standard car.
Exactly. You need to put some off-road crazy wheels, maybe some golden wheels, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below.
What could go with the interior? Maybe it could contrast, who knows?
I don't know. Okay, I'm just having some ideas. So we're going to pick up my car and I'm going to show you a little bit my concept. Thank you so much, Brandon, for your time and good luck with the sell. If anyone wants this car, you know already. Obviously, on the way to pick up my car, I had to test drive it because it's not the same seeing it from the outside, training it out. So let's see what these 700 GP... Wow, it's amazing. You would never say this is a 2008 car. The horsepower, you feel the luxury while driving it. That's what I like the most. You don't feel it like off-road? Obviously, mine is going to be 100% more route. It's going to be more aggressive. So with no further ado, what do you think if we go directly to the workshop and let's see what my Bentley it's all about? Now this was just an explanation. Obviously, we are going to see what's good, so let's do this. To be honest, my first idea was to make a Rolls-Royce off-road. Have you seen that car?
No. Well, actually, I have. I saw it on YouTube, the black one, right?
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah, that was insane.
So imagine getting one of these cars. How much are like the Rolls-Royce more or less like what?
If you want something like this, it's about $1 million. If you want like a 2016-17 Dawn, it's about 1 million dirhams.
Okay, so you get 1 million dirhams Rolls-Royce and then you make it off-road.
And you could be the first person to have the Rolls-Royce Dawn off-road.
Exactly. That's why I did the Flying Sport, because everyone was in the Continental with one door. Actually, with 2 doors.
Make something a little bit different.
Right, exactly. So anyways, we're here in Car Vault looking up some options.
Brandon from Car Vault, there you go.
Thank you so much for your time. He's telling me to do this Aston Martin off-road.
Take all of the cars and do them off-road, because then I'm happy you're buying cars off me.
I'll need to talk with the bank. Lend me some money. Can you make, like, how much money there's in this showroom? More or less.
Man, I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot in this little area here. I'd say 100 million easy. But then we have more cars. We got another 150 cars.
Okay. I'll have to talk with my accountant if we can do this, because it's not only when the cars, it's modifying them to make them more road.
So that 300 million plus 100 million for modification.
There are too many chases here, so we're going to have a look at it. And thank you so much for your time, Broski. See you soon. This reminds me too, what's that Pokemon? Okay. We were on a rush, to be honest. We didn't even have time to buy a good cover, but I haven't seen it. Like, they deliver it here to me, so I'm about to react. But I can see already new wheels, wide body, and I'm so excited because this is just the first step of the whole project. So obviously it's not 100% off-road, but this is just an appetizer. So I'm so excited to see the first stitch. Are you guys excited as well? 1, 2, 3. Woohoo! Check this out, bros. I'm so excited. To be honest, I was expecting it to be a little bit higher, but yeah, I guess it's just a perspective because I'm used to be surrounded by the Porsche. By the G, by the way. We are also going to lift that up. But still, end of the day, this is a sports car, so it doesn't have to be so high because otherwise you're going to lose stability. But I'm so in love with all the black details. Look at the black accents. It makes it look so cooler. Actually more modern. Because remember, end of the day, this is a 2008 car, okay? It's quite expensive. However, it's a kind of old car, but I love it. That's what I actually made it. When I brought it to the workshop, people were thinking, are you crazy? Are you modifying a Bentley? Are you doing wide body? And also, I was expecting the white body to be higher. But remember, this is just the first step. It's going to be as crazier or even crazier than the previous one that we just saw. Remember, this is just the first step. So obviously, all the chrome has been converted to black accents. You can see everywhere the wheels as well. We have changed them. However, the idea is to put same tires as I have in the Porsche Cayenne, like mood tires. But in general, I'm loving the outcome. Like, look at this. If you see this in the streets... Okay, Maria, come next to the car so they can see, because you need to see the perspective, like, from this point of view. Now you can see it's we're gonna have to put some stairs so she can go inside. That will be amazing, right? Yes. But what I like here is it's actually kind of old car, but it has like suspension control and everything, so you can actually control it from here. You don't need anything extra. So you come here. Basically, you have here the shocks, you have here the suspension. So basically, you go here. As you can see right now, it's on high, so you can control it from here. And yeah, I mean, this car is going to be insane. Actually, we have my friend Hassa here. Salam alaikum. What do you think about the car?
Crazy. Fun.
Actually, we're going to drive in the desert. So give a thumbs up if you want to see Hassa crashing this car.
You have...
So that the idea is to put these tires. Obviously not these tires because it's huge on the Bentley. This is actually not functional for the desert. Do you know how to drive in the desert?
No, we just stuck there.
Okay, well, that's part of the show. That's what we like, you know. I love to be stacked
The
because...
experience of going to the desert, you have to be stuck even if you know how to drive.
Exactly, yeah. If you don't get stuck in the desert, why you go to the desert? Exactly, it's part of the, you know? There you go. There you go. That's the attitude. So, yeah, we want to put these tires. Those are not the best tires for desert, but I think still they look good. So that's what we like. It's not that we go to the desert every single day, so Hassa is thinking, this guy is crazy. I like people that have my same mindset. For now, we're only going to test it on the road. And actually, I need a chauffeur. So she's going to be driving me around. And then on other episode, we are going to test it driving with local guys. Who better people than local Arab crazy guys? We're going to Liwa, so it's going to be even crazier. I'm going to be bringing the Porsche. He's probably going to be driving this one. I know. We'll see. We're going to come there. He's so excited. Are you excited?
Yes.
So let's go for a ride. I actually brought some food here because since we are going to a desert, you can smell it, right? We need to do it on the right way. We are going to do some barbecue. However, this is going to be a test road on the city because first we need to make sure it works well before heading to the desert. Imagine we get a flat tire or something and it breaks. That happens to me all the time in all my projects. So first I like to make sure it works well. And so far so good. I want to put here, I don't know, like an espresso machine, like some Rolls Royces, some Bentleys they have here for the champagne they have here, like a freezer. So that's something I would like to do. Remember that in future episodes? Hey, slow down, I'm trying to film. I'm just joking, guys. This feels like so cool. Obviously, there's even a space for the fridge. There's space for everything. I feel like a male, and it's off-road. That's the crazy thing. So, yeah, since we are going to the desert, we just want to make sure first it's working well, and then we can take it extreme. Because if I want to try as extreme as possible, because that's what modifications are made of. Anyways, remember this is just the first stage. I said that so many times. So how's it going? All good? She doesn't like to drive, actually. I told her, please, can you drive for me? No, I don't want to drive. Then she got into the wall, and now she doesn't even want to let me drive the car. What's up? This car drives so well. This is made for chauffeurs, for people to drive, also to be driven because it has a strong motor. So that's what we like. I was excited, guys. Anyways, now it's my turn to drive it and see how it feels. Okay, let's try it out. It runs... I'm surprised that it has so much power. Remember, this is a W12 and it runs quite well. And thinking about bigger tires, I would expect to go not so quick. I'm actually quite happy about it. Again, in future modifications, I'm sure it's not going to be as raveable as now. It's going to be more for off-roading, but so far, so happy. What do you guys think? What should I do next? Obviously, we need to do... I'm not going to tell you details. If you want to catch up, you already know what you have to do. Give your thumbs up. I'm going to close this because otherwise there's going to be a lot of noise because we are obviously going to go on the highway where I can speed it up. But yeah, keep yourself posted. Subscribe. Give your thumbs up because this is just an appetizer of what's coming. And I'm actually surprised that everyone is looking at you like, whoa, is that an off-road Bentley? Because you see Jeeps, you see even the Porsche, you're expecting it to be off-road. Okay, it's a 4x4, but a Bentley. Remember that it's a luxury vehicle, so it's so weird to see it like that right now. It's a very, very, very unique, and it's going to be exclusive in the upcoming weeks. So stay tuned and see you on the next video. Bye.